sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, no, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, no, not yet, whoa.
Okay, hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're gonna be working in the kitchen. I have a ton of stuff to do in here, a lot of deep cleaning to do in here, but first I'm gonna take care of the dishes. I'm gonna clean all the surface areas. Like, I have a lot going on over here. On the fridge, I need to clean up there. I have a lot of like my fall stuff back here in the pantry that needs to be taken care of. Just a lot of stuff. I wanted to show y'all these. These are the toothpaste that we use. This one's for the kids. It's called No BS toothpaste. This is the junior. And it's just a more natural toothpaste. Like, you know how most toothpaste say, if swallowed, call poison, contact poison control. These actually, you can swallow them, but I mean, it's recommended not to, but there is no like crazy warning about it. And like I said, we've noticed a big difference. This is the adult one. They come in glass jars. They're little tabs that you chew and then you brush your teeth with it. It's so good. We absolutely love these. I'll try to link them if I can find them. My husband came across these and we've been using them ever since, but we just ordered the kids. So those just came in and they seem to like it. So anyway, we are going to put all this stuff away. And like I said, I need to clean all the dishes are really bad. The fridge is, well, it's gross. It's so bad in here. Gotta clean all that. I'm also going to clean the freezer. It needs to be cleaned out as well. So just mainly gonna be focusing in the kitchen today. We have a mess down here too with all these. So this all needs to be cleaned up. This drawer is a mess. My husband was telling me that they don't even give these out anymore at Domino's. So you have to pay for these now. They come in little containers. So he said those are like rare. These are going to be really rare. Anyway, as you can see, we have stuff in this drawer that needs to be gone through. I have all my buoy, my electrolytes in here. And I have these over here. I quit drinking these because of the sugar in them, but I still love them. But I just have one left. I'll probably drink it one day just because I don't really drink these. But I'll probably like rearrange it where we can grab these because the whole family's been drinking these. We haven't tried some of them, but yeah, it all tastes the same. Like these, you can't even taste them. You just put one drop in, one squeeze, and you don't even taste it. I also have these. I want to keep these around because even though I haven't been drinking tea, kind of miss it. So keep those. But anyway, lots to do in there. I'm sure this cabinet, yeah, needs to be cleaned. That's not too bad. I just did this one. I'll probably just tidy it up a little bit in there. The microwave is so gross. Need to clean that. I'll probably pull out this today and clean because it's probably really gross back there. Let's see. Yep, really gross. So we're gonna get a lot of stuff done in the kitchen. This is just mainly where we're gonna focus on. And if I can get back here, like I said, I'll take care of all this stuff. And then I have a whole bunch of stuff for candles back here. I don't know where to put that stuff because if I put it out in storage in the barn, I have wax, I have scents, and I don't want them to get messed up. So I'll probably keep those down there. I just need to rearrange it better. we really don't use the pantry as much these days. We keep that canned food for emergencies, don't really eat it. Every now and then the kids will eat chicken nuggets and fries, so we have the grease there. Jeremiah still loves his peanut butter and jelly. We just have some condiments in case people come over. I don't eat any of that stuff anymore, so it's just kind of there. My husband doesn't eat any of that stuff anymore either, so we'll rearrange all that stuff. But like I said, I need to get this all out of here. I have some stuff that I really want to use though, like this. My mother-in-law brought me this, and I think it's absolutely like so pretty, and I don't know about the color though, but it's really pretty. I love that. And like I said, we just have stuff that we did not get to this go round. I need to put these somewhere for the kids. And when I put up my fall stuff, I really need to like as you can see, a lot of this stuff is thrifted. I need to go through it and rearrange it so that way next year I know what projects I can work on through here. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on back here. Candles, just a lot. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna start in the kitchen and get it all cleaned in here first, and then see if I can get to the pantry today. But that's mainly all we're gonna focus on today is the kitchen.
It's silent now, we don't say a word. We're just looking at each other. Tears in our eyes from the words we said. Yeah, it kinda broke my heart.
So I'm just unloading the dishwasher. I'm gonna load it back up. I had a lot of dishes to put in here, not a lot to take out, which was a good thing. The kitchen was filthy, y'all. It was so gross. It needed to be done. I spent all day on just the kitchen. The next day I woke up and tackled the pantry. It was really bad. But it felt so good to get it all done. Like I said, behind the stove was disgusting. I used to clean that so much, and it's just kind of gotten put to the side here lately. It definitely needed to be done. The fridge was disgusting. Some of the cabinets needed to be organized. It was just falling apart in here. The kitchen gets so much traffic. The kitchen is used the most, especially in this house. We don't eat out a lot. We cook a lot at home. So it was definitely in need of a good clean. I love a clean kitchen. It just makes me feel so good to cook in it, to, give meals to my family from here. I do not like the kitchen to be nasty or disgusting, even though it gets like that. It definitely gets like that. We have whole houses to take care of, outside of houses to take care of. There's so much to do all the time. So I'm definitely not too hard on myself about it, but it was time. This was the day. I forced myself to do this. This was a lot of discipline. These 2 days, it wasn't something I wanted to do at all. And it just goes like that sometimes. But once I started, it was flowing pretty good. And like I said, I was so happy that I got it all done.
Yes, you think I'm trying my best to hold on, but I feel myself giving. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. The things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. We pick up the pieces and start again. Don't give up, we're holding on. For what it's worth, I'll try to change. We can't fix our broken hearts.
So before I do any deep cleaning, I like to just clean the exterior of whatever I'm cleaning, no matter what room it is. I like to make sure that it's all clean before I start decluttering the areas. That way I don't get overwhelmed. And if I get too tired or something happens, I can still stop and the kitchen's clean. So that's why I like to just go ahead and clean the exterior first before we start cleaning everything inside.
As I think you try your best to hold up, but I see you giving in. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. The things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry.
So now we're going to go ahead and tackle the fridge. It has not been done in a while. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It was really bad. It needed to be cleaned out. We needed to spray it with bleach, disinfect it. We had some meat leak some blood on the bottom, so it was super gross. So we're going to clean that as well. I'm just throwing these extra eggs in here. Our chickens have not been laying as much, so we've been buying some eggs, and we always buy the huge box. These are getting extremely expensive, but it is gold in a box. I always tell people, because eggs just have everything you need. So anyway, we keep a lot of eggs. We keep a lot of meat in the house. We don't have a lot of different other foods, and that's just how it is here. We do occasionally get some junk food, but usually it's just meat and eggs around here. Beans, homemade tortillas, things like that I will make for the kids. But like I said, we usually eat at home, and it's usually just something very nutrient dense. That way we're not snacking all day. We don't keep a lot of stuff in the pantry anymore. Jeremiah will still have his peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and stuff like that. But if we have movie night, we'll get snacks for the kids and things like that. But we don't just keep it in the house. So when you see the fridge, don't be alarmed. It's just very empty because of that. We don't keep a lot of that stuff in the house. We did just go get some groceries, and I'll show y'all that in the next video because I need to sort everything out. Some of it I freeze. So I'll show you how I do all that in the next video.
You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. Things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry.
So I'm just hand washing all this stuff that was in the fridge. It's just easier for me sometimes to do that with the drawers and things. So that way I'm not just, it just makes it easier to take everything out and clean it that way. It was really, really bad in here. Like I said, I hadn't cleaned it in a long time. I don't even know how long, to tell you the truth. But I used to be so good about cleaning the fridge every time we would get groceries, and we would get groceries like every single Thursday or Friday. We would go get groceries, so I would clean the fridge before that. But since we've started not having so much stuff like that, we don't really go grocery shopping as much, if that makes any sense. We buy little stuff here and there, but as far as groceries, we usually just always know exactly what we're going to buy, and it's about 3 or 4 things, and it just makes life so much easier. But I do seem to neglect the fridge a lot more, and I need to get better about that. I'm thinking next year sometime, it's one of my like wishes to have a deep freeze and just be able to go buy half a cow from a really good market or butcher locally and just have that meat the whole year. I know it's around $1,600 to buy half a cow, but you will have meat the whole year and you won't have to worry about going and getting it. Just really, really on my mind a lot. That's probably what I'm going to do next year, hopefully.
I've been hungry for affection, baby. Best believe that you got my attention, baby. Now I see you're there in my reflection. You're a part of me, the missing piece. Hide and seek till I found you. Oh, I found you. Oh, I found you. Yeah. Hide and seek till I found you. Oh, I found you.
So I hope y'all are enjoying this kitchen deep clean, organize, and declutter with me. Like I said, it seems like a lot, but it feels so much better now. And you can definitely break these tasks up. You don't have to do it all in one day if you work better like that, where you just deep clean something one day at a time. That's cool too. Maybe make a list so you remember. I think I'm going to start doing that. I don't know. I kind of do like just coming through and getting it all done at one time and just kind of keeping up with it, maintaining it for a while. That works well too. Like I said, I got to start remembering to clean the stove more, clean behind the stove more. The freezer isn't too bad. Like I said, we just went and got groceries, so I'll show you how we restock that and everything. We do have some different things in here. Like I said, the kids still do eat French fries and chicken nuggets and things like that. Like, I don't keep everything from them. I just keep it at a minimum when it comes to snacks and whatnot. So anyway, we did have some ice in here. I hadn't cleaned the freezer in a while too. I usually do them both at the same time. So this definitely needed to be cleaned as well. So we're going to go ahead and take care of all that now. So like I said, I hope you are enjoying this. If you're new here and you like videos like these, I usually try to put up at least 2 or 3 videos a week. And it's usually all about cleaning, different home projects. Every now and then I am going to be making a video about that because I've seen a few spaces in the house that need to be touched up. As far as we do live in a double wide, for those of you who don't know. So there's just a few little things that occur when living in a double wide. So I will talk to y'all about that and show you some of the stuff that we need to do around the house soon. And yeah, just, getting ready for winter, getting ready for the cold to come in. We're here in Texas, so that takes a bit. But I do like to do like some good fall cleaning, some right before winter cleaning. I know when I bring my Christmas stuff in, I will be deep cleaning the living room, baseboards, things like that, just because it makes the decor feel so much better and the space so much better when you do a deep clean before you decorate. I always feel like that's a must.
The other night, saw you glance your everlasting light. Met your eyes, razor sharp, cut right through the crowd. I don't even want to know your name. I just wanna keep you to myself. Stay with me or leave me be. I want you all too bad. We're strangers in the night. We're in a strange delight.
So now that we have the refrigerator and freezer cleaned out, I'm going to go ahead and work on this cabinet. This has all of our extra stuff if you want to add flavors to your water or whatnot. We don't really use these much. They are here just for company when they come over, if they want something flavored in their drink or some Gatorade or whatever the case may be. We just have these down here. I have been keeping the electrolytes that we've been drinking up in this drawer, and I will show y'all those in just a second. I was going through checking some expiration dates, getting rid of some stuff that we'll probably never use, and just things like that. So anyway, we did have some like hot cocoa down here as well that I'm going to keep just for if we have guests over or anything like that. The boys don't love it because it has the raspberry in it, and like I said, I try to limit the sugar intake for myself, so they're down here for guests as well. We are going to clean this side as well. I have this Starbucks coffee back here, and it's just too strong for me, or something about it makes me feel really weird, so I just keep that down here for company as well.
We are bound to be strangers in the night. Walk the walk, talk the talk, get me through the maze. Dazzled eyes shining bright, a never-ending space. I don't even want to know your name. I just wanna keep you to myself. Stay with me or leave me be. I want you all too bad. We're strangers in the night.
So in this top drawer, I'm going to keep the Buoy electrolytes. I will have them linked down below if you're interested. I am a partner with them. I absolutely love them. They have drops for hydration. They have drops for digestion. They have drops for energy. They have also these brain health drops. So these are what we have been using a lot, and I just like to keep those really easily accessible. I still love liquid IV, but there is a lot of stuff in there that I shouldn't be drinking. I still, though, the taste of them, the lemon lime and the strawberry lime liquid IV, oh, they're so, so good. And I guess it's not that bad to have as a little treat every now and then. But I have been using the Bowie electrolytes because there's no flavor in those. You just put one squirt and you don't taste it. If you put too much, you will taste the minerals in there, but it's really not that bad. It's delicious in cold coffee if you like cold coffee. I used to drink cold coffee a lot, and it's definitely good in those. I found this little give thanks bird in some thrift store stuff, so I put him out. I thought he was so cute. And I'm just putting some stuff in here just to make it a little more festive over here in this corner. As you can see, got rid of a lot of stuff from there. It was just piled up. This is like our little command center over here, and it's just a corner in the kitchen that I neglect all the time, but it feels so good to have that all cleaned out. So now I'm just kind of rearranging where the coffee goes. I'm going to clean up here on the fridge as well. I did keep a few little things up here just because I didn't have any place to put it, but I didn't want you to be able to like see it. So it's nice that this fridge has a little lip over it so you can't see if stuff is laying flat back there. I also have these wildflower seeds up here that we need to go plant this month. They're supposed to be planted in October, and I'm just going to have like a patch of wildflowers growing somewhere out on the property, and we're going to love that. So I'll show y'all that whole process as well when we go outside to do it.
We're in a strange delight. Come with me, and you will see we are bound to be strangers in the night.
So now that this whole area is cleaned up, I'm going to come over here and work on the microwave. This is the little Angry Kitchen Mama aid, and you can either put vinegar or water in her, put her in the microwave for 5 minutes, and it's just going to loosen everything up. That way you don't have to spray any chemicals in the microwave, and you can just wipe everything out really easily. So it's a really cool little thing. I think you can get them on Amazon. You can get them on Temu, I'm sure, but I'll try to link it below if I can find one for y'all.
Strangers in the night. Like two magnets, we are drawn to each other. You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you.
So since I've started eating very high animal fat foods, up here it gets so greasy, and I have to remember to clean it all the time because this can become a hazard if you don't clean it. It's just like a restaurant or anything else. You want to make sure that you're maintaining the stuff that you cook with so that way no accidents happen and the vents work well and you don't have any grease up there that can really catch. So I've been trying to remember to do this every couple of months. I know I should probably do it every couple of weeks, but life gets hectic and it gets away from you. Probably another thing that maybe we should put on the reminder list of things to do in the kitchen. But yeah, it's definitely important to make sure that everything around your oven and stove is clean, so that way nothing happens. But I'm going to go ahead and clean these. They're super easy to clean. The grease just comes right off. So I'm just using some Dawn. Of course, Dawn is the best for cutting the grease. So this is probably the worst part of the kitchen, and it usually is. I really need to think about buying some. I know that they have those rails that you can put down on your counter so that way the food doesn't fall through and get on the side of your stove like that. And I don't know if it's maybe it's not safe to cover the bottom, but I wish that we could design something to make sure that no food is getting back there. It just gets really nasty. And I would be hard on myself for this, but I have friends and family and stuff that have never cleaned behind their stove. They've never removed their stove to clean behind it, so I don't feel that bad about it because I do this at the least every like 3 to 6 months. You know, like I said, I do get behind a lot. When we first moved in, though, I cleaned it every time just about I cleaned the kitchen. I was pulling out the stove to clean behind it because I didn't want this to happen. I don't want stuff to get caked on so bad that we can't get it off. So I do try to make sure that I clean it as much as I can. And there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating. So when I was talking about some of the repairs and little things that need to be done around the house, this is one of them. We have about 3 places that this is happening where it's coming up. So I need to come through and get some glue and glue all that down. We have some holds that we need to put in. We need to install. We have some more painting to do. There's just so many different things that just little things here and there that need to be done in the house. Like it's not that noticeable, but to me it's very noticeable. And I want to go ahead and get these glued down because they will break and then you have a whole other kind of mess. Not ready to change the countertops in here. One day I would love to, but right now we're just not there at all, not even close. So anyway, I need to go through and like you can see on this counter over here next to the where the coffee maker and stuff is, that one's coming up as well, and we always get caught on that one when we walk out of the laundry room, so we need to fix those ASAP. So I'll be making that video soon. But as you can see, it was just really nasty. The stove was disgusting and needed to be cleaned, so that felt good to have that all done. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in there until next time. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. Perfectly opposite. We're perfectly opposite. Perfectly opposite. We're perfectly opposite. And there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. Feel the same. Oh, there's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. So now we're going to go ahead and clean the Tupperware cabinet. It wasn't too bad. Don't have a lot in here either. Usually we use Ziploc bags a lot for when we're storing our food, which is usually just leftover meat, leftover bacon, stuff like that. We'll put in Ziploc bags, but every now and then we'll need some containers like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and tidy that up. Super quick, super easy. Don't keep a lot that I don't need in the house, and that's mainly because I don't want to deal with it. So we have like the bare necessities, which is cool because like I said, the more you have to take care of, the more you have to deal with. And I have enough on my plate already. So I try to make things a little more simple. Like even decor is more like an act of love because honestly, I can see why people don't have anything in their house. I get minimalism. I really, really get it. It's so smart, and I appreciate that whole thing that they got going on over there. I'm not there. I do feel like I'm more minimalist than most people that I've been to houses, and you know, I get a little overwhelmed, not gonna lie, with a lot of stuff, but everybody's different. I just like to have as little as possible, like I've told y'all before, except for around the holidays, then it gets a little wild in here. I am gonna try next year to keep some of the furniture in the house, keep some decor up and stuff like that throughout the year, so it's not just so bland in here, but it is, I enjoy just having a very simple home and not a lot going on. I just feel like it keeps my, I just feel a little more clarity when the house is like that. That I don't know. I'm just like that. I like a lot of plants and stuff like that, but I'm not into a lot of other stuff. I would like some really cool art, but I think I kind of want to make it. I've talked to y'all about that before. I'd rather make it or find something special instead of just having a lot of the cookie cutter stuff, which I think is really cute and it works for other people. But like me and my daughter, both of our personalities are more like eclectic, and we like to go to thrift stores and find unique things and, you know, just stuff like that to put together instead of just everything so, you know, matchy and just, you know, I don't know. That's just how we are, though. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's different styles and how they keep their homes is, you know, everybody has their own thing. I'm going to go ahead and put a new sponge in here, and now we're going to start cleaning the cabinets just on the outside here. It was already getting pretty late, had a lot to do, so we'll get as much done as we can on this day. I had someone say that I sound like a robot when I talk. I do. I hear it. I especially hear it now that it's been brought to my attention. And I feel like that's more that I'm trying to make sure that I pronounce my words well and talk slow enough on here for y'all to understand what I'm saying, because sometimes I talk really fast and then I don't pronounce the words correctly, or I get ahead of myself and say weird stuff. So I've been working on my speech for a very long time, and I do sound robotic, and my daughter was telling me that, you know, that could also mean something else. I've never been diagnosed, but I do have a lot of traits that lead to, you know, a little bit of autism over here, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's just unique, and all of us have different things about us that are unique and special, and we should embrace it. So now I am a little self-conscious about sounding like a robot, but then at the same time, so does Lex Friedman. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Maybe that just means something else is really cool about me. And I'm sorry that y'all have to listen to it, though. I'll try to play more music. But I guess also when I tell stories and it's funny, or when I just talk to y'all in a more natural tone, it's because I'm talking about something more natural. It is kind of, I don't know how much emotion to put into cleaning exactly. you know what I'm saying? I don't see how we can really make that super exciting. It kind of just is what it is. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I probably shouldn't even said anything, but it has been on my mind because now I can hear the just very monotone voice, and how it doesn't change very much. And I will work on that.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, Before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
So now it is the next day and we're gonna go ahead and tackle the pantry room. This pantry is a little different. There's not a lot of stuff that would be in a pantry. We, like I said, don't keep a lot of food like that. I do have like some flour and beans and stuff like that in these buckets. I had been putting my fall decor back here on the floor, the stuff that I wasn't using. As y'all remember, it was by the fireplace first, and then I just moved it back here. On this day, I was not feeling my best, if you know what I mean. So I did what I could, and I was so happy that this is the only area I had to do on this day, so I could just go sit and curl up and edit. The ladies will understand that it was just one of those days and I was looking rough. I was feeling rough, but I pushed through. And like I said, these 2 days were pure discipline. I did not feel like doing any of this, but I wanted to get it done. We had been thrifting a lot, my mother-in-law and I. So there was some stuff in here that was for Christmas that we had picked up, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get my Christmas stuff out. Y'all know how excited I get about that. I cannot wait for that. So let's get through October quickly because I am so ready for that. But I had so much stuff in here and I just needed to sort through it all and go put it in crates in the barn. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this whole area tidied up. We also had some candle stuff over here that I'm going to go ahead and move to the other side just so it's not visible whenever we walk in. Whenever we walk in, the first thing we see is this shelf right here. So I wanted to make that look as nice as possible. So we're going to work on that.
What if you're no good for me? Yeah. Sometimes when I'm reasoning about us, I know you got me, it's so effortless. Back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me?
So, like I said, I just wanted to move all this candle stuff over here to this corner so I don't have to look at it directly when I walk in this room. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum that and wipe it down really good and then just stock everything over here on this side. These shelves are a little more, like, they don't have a lot of width to them, so, or depth to them, so I needed to go ahead and just kind of play Tetris in there and get them all stacked in as good as I could. Can't put this stuff outside. It can't be in the heat, and it has to stay inside. So this is my little storage area for this stuff right now. And maybe one day I'll show you the whole process of what we do here and how we do it when it comes to making candles. It's a lot of fun, and they smell absolutely amazing because you can make them how you want them. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just restock or rearrange some of this stuff. Like I said, don't keep a lot of food in the pantry. We don't keep a lot of snacks and whatnot, just some bread, some jelly, some canned foods for emergencies. We don't really eat that stuff, but if we ever had to, it's there. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and make this look as nice as possible because it's kind of what you see when you look through the screen door that's on the pantry as well. So since we're not going to have a bunch of food and snacks in here anymore, I'm just going to make it look a little more like decorated and nice up here at the top shelves. So now that that's all done, I'm going to come over here and vacuum this vent really quick. It gets really, really dusty in here, so I needed to come through and just give that a quick vacuum. I'm going to wipe it down. Nothing fancy. I'm not going to be here all day trying to clean this thing perfectly, but I just needed to get most of this dust off of here so we don't mess the AC up. We just had to put a new AC in, and so we're just trying to take care of it as much as possible. So now that I got that all cleaned up, I'm going to come back through. I know I've already done this where I cleaned the fridge, but I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to clean the outside of the microwave, the dishwasher, just give it a really good clean, and then we will clean the floors in here, and I will show y'all how everything turned out. Like I said, it felt so good to get all this done, to walk in the kitchen and just see how clean it is, to feel how clean it is. There are still a few other things that I probably should do, like the baseboards underneath the cabinets. Those always get pretty bad, and I didn't get to do those, but I will definitely do that in another video. Like I said, it's just stuff that we, I guess, need to be reminded of to do. But like I said, I was not feeling so great on these days, so I definitely did what I could, and I was super proud of myself for pushing through as much as I did. But it was definitely nice to have it all done and relax finally. So I'm just going to finish sweeping the floors, and then we're going to run the steam mop, and then I will show y'all how everything turned out. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope it got you motivated, and I hope it kind of reminded you of maybe some areas that need to be clean in your home as well. I will talk to y'all in the next one. I love you all so much, and take care of each other. Bye, guys.
one more drink. I can't